guys, what's up and welcome to my channel. So today I am doing an affordable drugstore makeup tutorial. Everything I use is either from the drugstore or from BHCosmetics. This is the palette I use for the eyeshadows. This was the only palette I used for eyeshadows, so I just want to let you guys know that. This is the only one that you can get from the drugstore. You have to buy this online, but their stuff is super affordable. I bought this for $14. You guys can see it comes with so many colors. And yeah, basically everything else I use on my lips, face is all from the drugstore. So this is a very affordable drugstore makeup springtime tutorial. So I don't want to talk too much in the intro, so I'm just going to get into it. So if you're interested, keep on watching and make sure to subscribe because I do upload every week. So yeah, let's get started. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm doing is I'm grabbing this Take Me Back to Brazil palette. It's from BHCosmetics. And it is a very colorful palette. You have basically everything in here. In today's tutorial, I will be reaching for only the pinks. It's going to be a very easy tutorial. I'm just going to use one or two brushes to achieve this very springtime pink look. So right now I'm not wearing any makeup, and the reason I'm not wearing any makeup is because if there's any fallout from the shadows that I used today, I want to just like be able to like wipe it off. If you have this palette or not, just pick up a palette that has at least any pink shadows from this row because that's all that we're really working with today. And the first thing I'm gonna do is prime my lids. You guys know the deal. I always go in with the Urban Decay Original Potion. If you guys don't have this, go ahead and use a concealer. That works just as well. So put this all over the lid, and you want to go all the way up to your brow bone, and you can go a little bit underneath as well. If you guys are using concealer, go ahead and do the same exact thing. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this pink color right here. I'm going to use that color from all over the lid and like the transition shade. So let me just show you guys a swatch of what it looks like in case you're using a different palette. This is like a very true pink, and that's what we're going to use for pretty much all over the lid. And I'm just going to grab a fluffy brush. This is a tapered blending brush from Sigma. It's a E40. If you guys don't have this brush, just grab any fluffy brush. It'll work fine. So we're just going to dip into pink right here. That I'm going in with right now is kind of like a transition shade to start as a base for the rest of the colors I'm going to go in with. I'm going to grab that shade and put it into my crease right here. If you guys don't know where your crease is, just close your eyes and kind of find where the eye socket is. Mine is right here, so this is where I always put my transition shades. So I just put that into the crease right here, and I'm kind of just going in circular motions to distribute the product. So what I like to do is I kind of like to bring my shadows out kind of like a wing. So I'll put it into the crease and then I'll take it out like a wing. If you guys want this to be a lot more precise, feel free to put tape underneath. But what I do is when I go put on my foundation or my concealer, I kind of cut it right here so it's more precise. So I kind of want to darken the end of it before I add the light color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a Morphe blending brush, and I'm going to grab the M433 and it ranges for about like $3 or $4. So I'm just going to go in right here with the palette and go in with this darker pink shade, and I'm just going to swatch it for you guys in case you don't have this palette. Okay, so I'm just going to go into my outer V with this color, with this like darker pink, and I'm doing this to kind of give the eye more depth and blending it in circular motions. You guys, so you see how this allows there to be more depth into the eye, so it looks a little bit better. Going into the outer corner right here, and you can go ahead and bring it out just a little bit. So just leave a little bit of space in your inner corner because that's where we're going to go ahead and apply the lightest color. So I'm going to go in with this eye shading brush from Sigma. It's an E55. It's a very flat shader brush. So I'm just going to go into that lighter pink right here. And this is what it looks like. So it's a very, very light pink. There's a little bit of shimmer to it. It's right here. It's a little hard to come up on camera, but it is a very light pink. And the way I like to apply this product is I just kind of bring it into my eye and go in patting motions. So as you can tell, we have a little bit more of a gradient now with that lighter color. And then I'm just going to go in with that tapered blending brush one more time to just make sure everything is really blended. Make sure that you don't go into that lighter shade with it. You're just going to go above to make sure everything is really blended out. Right, you guys, so I know it looks really messy and crazy right now and like a pink Power Ranger, but we're just going to go in and keep adding some more color and cleaning it up as well. So I'm going in with this pencil brush from Sigma. Just go in with a very small, dense brush. So I'm just going to dip into that pink again that I started with in the very beginning. It's at the very bottom of this palette. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that pink to the lower lash line. Now it looks really crazy, but we're just going to add in everything else like the lashes, eyeliner to really make this look come together. I'm going to go ahead and use this black liner from E.L.F. This ranges for about like $3 or $4. And I'm just going to apply it to my lower lash line. And I'm just going to go in with that pencil brush again with the same palette, the Take Me to Brazil palette. And I'm going to dip into this black right here and grab that pencil brush. And I'm just going to go underneath the eyes a bit to kind of smoke it out so it looks like a smoky dark pink. And I'm just going to go in with that blending brush from Morphe, the M433. And I'm just going to go ahead and grab this pink right here that I started with and just blend it underneath the eyes. And I'm going to go in with a small liner brush. Just grab any brush that has a very sharp tip. And I'm going in with the Maybelline Eyestudio. This is a gel liner. I especially like this gel one. It is waterproof, very easy to work with. So, and it is from the drugstore and affordable. So I'm just going to create a wing and I'm going to kind of start into the inner corner and just go out. Now as you can see, I'm getting very, very close to the waterline. It's a very thin cat eye. Alright you guys, so this is what it looks like with the black liner. I really like the way it's coming together. Remember that once we add concealer and foundation, we're going to help, that's really going to clean up the sides around and so this looks less like a mask. So I'm just going to go in with the double stacked mascara from NYX. So this is also an affordable mascara, in case you guys were wondering. I'm trying to use only affordable products in this tutorial. So I'm just going to go ahead and add some mascara to the eyes. And the way I apply my mascara is I get really close to my lash line and kind of wiggle it up. For some reason, I think this eye has a lot more lashes than this one, and I think this one has more eyebrow hair. I don't know if this happens to you guys too. Let me know in the comments below. So I'm going to go ahead and use some false lashes. You guys do not have to do this, but the reason I do this is because once you start using false lashes, every time you do a look, it feels like your eyelashes are naked without them. So I'll be using today, I actually got from Amazon. And I go ahead and use this glue. It's from Duo. You can get this at Sephora. I've seen it at the drugstore too. This is the Duo Lash Glue. It is latex free. It is really good for sensitive eyes. I really recommend this one. They also have one in black. So I'm gonna have to do this off camera because I suck at doing my false lashes on camera. So I'm just gonna add some false lashes. These are wispies. You guys can use dramatic ones, whichever you want, or you could just leave the look like this. I mean, I like this too, but I just like to add on lashes whenever I can. So I'm just gonna do that off camera really quick and then I'll be... Alright, so now that the eye look is completed with my false lashes on, you guys can see it makes a little bit of a difference. This one is a little bit crooked, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and do my makeup on camera, my face makeup with you guys, just so you guys can kind of see how I do my face makeup. I'm gonna try to stick to only drugstore products. Beauty blender is already damp. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm gonna go in with this L'Oreal True Match, and I'm actually a neutral, natural, buff, and 3 color. I myself have a light to medium skin tone, and I tend to get very tan in the summer, but in the winter time I do get a little bit more pale. So I just go ahead and I honestly just put this right onto my beauty blender. You guys can add a couple to your face and then buff it out that way, but that's just how I'm gonna do it. And I'm just buffing that into the skin, going into my neck as well. Always make sure to go into your neck. So as I'm getting into the end right here, I'm just gonna cut it. I'm just gonna squeeze my beauty blender and kind of cut it here. And you can go ahead and use this side as well. So you can kind of see I'm cutting the end right here very gently so it doesn't look too harsh. So we're doing this so that the eyeshadow, the pink eyeshadow, just looks like it diffuses out. Alright you guys, so now that your foundation is all blended in, I'm just going to add a little bit of concealer to brighten the underneath of my eyes. And I'm going to use the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer. And I really like this concealer. It is affordable. It's from the drugstore. It does kind of give you that dewy look. And I kind of go in a bit of a triangle and I add a little bit to my nose, a little bit above here and my chin. Just the areas that I really want to highlight. And I'm just going to go in with that beauty blender again. So for today, I think I'm only going to use blush. I've kind of been in the mood of just using blush instead of bronzer. So I'm going in with the L'Oreal True Match. So this is called Innocent Flush. This is a very pretty, kind of looks like the same pink that I use in the inner corner here. And I'm just going to go in with an E.L.F blush brush and just add that into the cheeks. And when I add blush, I always smile a little bit. So my eyes are very powerful. They're with the pink. I didn't want to get too crazy with any face makeup. And then for my lips, I'm going to go ahead and use this pink color to kind of create a monochromatic look. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use a pink, a very affordable item. It's from NYX or NYX. And I'm using Tea and Cookies in pink. And I'll just swatch that for you guys so you see what it looks like. So this is what the matte liquid lipstick looks like on the hand. And I'm just going to apply it to my lips. So I really like this monochromatic look. I would definitely do this again. I think it came out really pretty. I like the pink on pink. And yeah, so in case you guys were wondering, so I just want to mention again, this is the NYX Liquid Suede matte lipstick and it's in Tea and Cookies, so it's a very pinky color. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I used basically all drugstore products. Like I mentioned, the palette that I got from BHCosmetics, the Take Me to Brazil palette. This I actually had to get online. This is the only one that wasn't like drugstore. But it does come pretty quickly and like I mentioned, it's like $14. So yeah, I really do like that palette. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and it was really easy for you guys to follow. If you guys like this, definitely subscribe and leave me a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys in my next video. I hope everyone has a really great week.